After I take my braids down, I usually go in with the Nairobi foaming lotion. This technique helps me to reduce the excessive flyaways and also to have that seamless bend in my installs. I usually go in with a triangular hairnet just to make sure whatever mold I've put in place, it doesn't get messed up with the dryer. After that, I usually place my client on the dryer for about 10 to 15 minutes depending on the thickness of my client's hair. After my mold is dry, I usually go in with a penny size amount of a weightless serum. My personal preference is the cheap because I find that it not only is it lightweight, but it also adds a little sheen that I want. Not too excessive, but just the right amount. And then I usually go in with my combo of the hot comb and the flat iron. The hot comb usually helps me to get the roots a little bit more straighter, and then the flat iron is really mostly for the ends. I keep my flat iron heat at a minimum 350 depending on the client's hair texture and thickness of their hair. After you follow those steps, this is what your install should look like. Client wanted light face frame, so I usually part from the beginning of the leave out straight down to the back of the neck. Usually I go in with a scissors, or I will use the razor comb. For this particular style, I wanted to use a razor comb so it gave me a more feathered look and not a more precise look, because I find that when I use a scissor, it's more precise than when I use the razor comb. After I've created my face frame, I go in with my flat iron just to create a more sleek look. Whenever I'm straightening my extensions, I usually keep my flat iron on the highest level for maximum sleekness. Whenever I'm straightening my extensions, I usually do 2 tracks at a time. My client wanted more volume towards the front of her hair, so I'm going to go in with my Kenner spray just to add more hold to those curls. Whenever I'm creating volume to already straighten hair, I usually take chunks of hair mainly towards the front and curling away from the face. Whenever I want to create more volume and looser curls, I usually go in with my 2-inch iron from T3. I usually hold my curls for about 30 seconds before releasing and immediately going in with a pin. I usually only do this if I want to create volume, because the more you raise the hair up is the more volume we create. This was my first time using Velcro rollers after actually pinning the curls, and I must say, I absolutely love how the curls came out. I feel like with the Velcro rollers, they are more softer than the actual curls because the minute you brush them out, they like immediately fall, but then also have like a blowout look. After I take my rollers down, I always go back in and brush my curls away from the face, bringing it forward just to create that fall and, just play around with it just to see how I want it to look. If I need to go back in with curling it again, I usually do that. But I spend about, no joke, probably about like 30 minutes just combing my client's hair, just making sure I have the perfect fall. As we are coming to an end, I hope that this course was very helpful for you to take your installs to the next level. I encourage you to keep practicing on your craft and have fun while you're doing so. Thanks for watching.